Good morning and greetings from Northumberland on the 9th of February. And as February progresses, we've awoken again today to another little fall of snow. So the roads are white and the fields indeed are almost white after them being just sprinkled with a bit of snow yesterday. It's a very cold morning, so that's the weather report. We journey on through St. Mark's Gospel at this time of the year, with the pace seeming to be very quickly. When reading St. Mark's Gospel, it's very quick because it's a short Gospel. The pace is always very fast, and we come to one of the controversies that is there intrinsically in the tensions between Jesus and the religious leaders of the time. Because you've got this thing today, why don't you and your disciples follow the ceremonial washings that are there as part of the Jewish tradition? Why don't you keep up this part of the tradition? And of course it comes up in many different ways in the healing, in the teaching of Jesus. But here, Jesus wants to use this question as a way of teaching about what is very important. And what he is saying is it doesn't matter how you ceremoniously wash your hands. What matters is what's in your heart and what emerges from your lips. Jesus is pointing beyond exteriors to what's in the interior. Now, it seems to me he's saying that if you follow all these ceremonies and rules and regulations, that's perfectly good, as long as in your heart there is a love for God and a love for neighbour. But he is prioritizing that attitude above the externals. Jesus is saying that what we have inside ourselves and what then flows out in our actions and our words is of crucial importance. It's not just important to have love in our hearts. It's all very well to say, my heart is filled with peace and love. But if no one can see any evidence of that by our words and our actions, it's hard to support the claim. Jesus is saying it is not the externals that are important, but it is the motivation and the way in which that is put into action in our lives, not just in washing our hands, but in loving and caring for others. What we do flows from who we are, and who we are flows from the seed that has been planted in our hearts, from the gift of the Spirit in us, and from our relationship with Jesus Christ. The ceremonies of hand washing or of any other thing have to be based upon what flows from our hearts, and what flows from our hearts depends upon what is nourished and grows in our hearts, and that depends upon our being open to the power, the peace, the presence, and the love of God in Christ Jesus. May God bless us all today.